Everyone, welcome to today's episode. I have my new roommate with me, Becca. Becca, do you want to tell us about yourself?
Sure. I'm Becca Cernich. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I moved to southern Utah like 2 months ago. Yeah.
Wasn't it August 1st?
Yeah, so it was almost 2 months ago. And then I met Kyra, and I was like, okay. I'm studying civil engineering, and I'm a freshman. I think that's it.
Wait. So you met me and you said, okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Now what?
Now she's like a little better.
She likes to roast me, so that's fun. She likes to burn me constantly on fire. It's fun. Yes. Anyway, so she agreed to this, which I very much appreciate, as it is very last minute, and I need to get better at planning things. Nevertheless, how was FSY for you? If you could describe FSY in one word, what would you say?
It was, different than any other church camp. This is not one word, but,
She's like, different.
I mean, it was spiritual for me some days of the week, but other days, it was really hot.
Yeah. You told me that it was very hot. That's rough. What was your favorite class?
My favorite class was taught by Shelby Townsend. And I know, she lives in Cedar, which is so cool because I figured that out when I was there.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Shelby Townsend is the sister of Sister Topham.
Yeah.
They're sisters.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I didn't know she was there.
Yeah, and all the high school boys loved her.
That's even better. I love that. What was one of your favorite lessons from her?
She taught a class on going through trials blindly and having faith through them, even if you can't tell what's happening next.
I like that. Like Lead Kindly Light, that song. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Step by step, rather than whoosh, Mm-hmm. I don't remember who said this, but someone said I would rather be led step by step by a loving Father in heaven than have a whole room lit up and be by myself. It's something to think about. What is one thing that you learned at FSY in general? That's something that you took home with you.
I guess one thing that I took home was that when I surround myself with good examples and people that I know are leading me towards the Savior, I tend to do a lot better. Mm-hmm. Not even spiritually, just emotionally, physically.
There's definitely a light. So it's a good thing you're with us, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So good.
Oh, it was really funny because she was like, you guys are terrible influences, as a joke. And I was like, I just read the Book of Mormon to you. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Silly goose. Silly girl. Okay, tell me one funny story from FSY. Do you have any funny stories you can think of? Did any kid do something real stupid or dumb or anything?
No, but it did start raining. And so, for FSY, for most FSYs, you have, the dorm and you have to walk all the way to the cafeteria or whatever.
Right.
And it started raining when we had just gotten out of our dorm. And it was, the dance that night. And so we ran all the way to the cafeteria. Literally almost died. And we were soaked. We looked horrible. But we were like, whatever.
Let's just dance.
Yeah.
Let's get our dancing on.
Yeah.
I love it. What was your counselors like?
Oh, they were really fun. They proposed to each other.
Did she propose to him, or did he propose to her?
No, he proposed to her because the boys in our group made him do it because they were, his sons, and we were, her daughters, and they wanted to be, step-siblings.
But then you couldn't have romance between you and the boys.
Yeah, I guess that is a little weird, because there was one couple.
Oh.
We were close to Alabama. So.
Yeah, I was just going to say, well, you were in Louisiana, so that's close enough, right? Okay, what is your favorite thing from coming to college at SEU?
I definitely think I've learned more when I'm on my own to, I don't know, do things for myself because I'm not being told to do anything. Mm-hmm. So I've been able to learn more about me and how I am motivated to do things and things I like, things I was like, didn't necessarily like.
I like it. So what would you say has been the hardest transition?
I guess the only thing I miss about Louisiana is my family. So sometimes I miss talking to them in person every day, and like even my cousins and extended family. But I don't know. I'm like at the same time, I'm gonna see them when I go move back. So.
So what would you say is a few things in Utah that are different from Louisiana? Things we say, things we do, stuff like that you've noticed.
Okay, y'all's accents do sound weird. I mean, it's basically like the absence of an accent.
I don't even know what that means.
But
tell us what you said to us earlier. What our accents were like.
Oh, your accents sound like me when I'm giving a talk and I'm super nervous and I'm like, you're like that.
Didn't you say a valley girl that's monotone?
Yes. That's how I talk when I give a talk.
I don't even know what that means. Apparently it's how we talk.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is. There is people from like other towns who like have really thick country accents who come into Chipotle and they're like, I don't know, they sound really country, but...
Do you just feel right at home?
Yeah, not really. They don't sound the same.
Oh, that's funny. What's a cultural thing that you've noticed from Utah versus Louisiana?
There's definitely more LDS people here. Mm-hmm. I guess people in general are nicer, but...
Here?
Yeah, but they tend to be, like, fake nice, if anything. And so sometimes it seems like they're just being judgmental. Whereas, like, in Louisiana, you do have people, I don't know, Southern people, and they're all typically nice, but they'll say when they don't like you. Like,
well, they'll be like, bless your heart, you're awful.
They'll be like, you'll tell. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't bless your heart kind of an insult?
Yeah, like condescending.
Yeah, like, oh, bless her heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny.
I'll pray for you.
Yeah. I was talking to my grandma, and she was like, oh, bless her heart. And I was like, Grandma. And she was like, I thought it was a nice thing. And I was like, no, normally it's something else. So language is definitely a very interesting thing. What would you say you like about Utah that you didn't expect? Something that is new?
People here dress up more. They dress differently. And they don't go out in their pajamas.
Do they do that in Louisiana?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we just, like, go anywhere and anything.
Oh.
So it's a lot easier to, like, I don't know, dress up. Because it gives you more options.
We should wait till winter. Then everyone just wears a hoodie. And that's basically it. So, but yeah, during the summer and the fall, it's kind of fun because people dress up. I don't. I'm pretty lazy. But your outfits are always so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, what is one thing that you wish you could change?
About Utah?
About anything, just your life right now.
My roommate? I'm just kidding.
Which one?
She starts with a K.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Is there any other Ks in our apartment?
No, there isn't, Cairo.
There isn't. I was just checking. Oh.
My manager at work?
Fair enough.
I don't really know. Everything's going pretty great so far.
That's good. We've corrupted you.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit more on that?
Yeah. When I first moved here, I used to go to bed early and wake up. Go to bed early and wake up early. And
she don't do that no more.
Yeah, they would invite me to do stuff at like 10 o'clock, and I'd be like, no thanks, I gotta go to bed. And now, if they say like, oh, do you want to go to the store at like 11:30? I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah. You go to bed around 1 now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's almost always like morning when I go to bed.
Yeah? Do your parents know that you've turned into a rebellious child?
Rebellious. I mean, they know because part of it is my work schedule too.
Yeah, you do get off work sometimes late.
Yeah.
And then you sleep in later than you used to.
Yeah.
She used to be up at like 5 and Adam, and I was like, girl, go back to sleep. And now her alarm goes off and she turns it off.
Yeah.
And
Kyra
then turns
loves
it off
that.
again. Oh. I am curious why the heck you turn on an alarm if you're not even going to get up.
Because I always turn an alarm, like, hoping that I will wake up at that time.
But you never do.
Yeah, but I have hope that one day I will.
Because it goes off, and it's like part of my dream for a second. And then I roll over. I'm like, make it stop. And then I realize it's Becca's alarm. Luckily, I'm able to go to sleep every time after, but sometimes it's like too much, you know. Yeah, anyway.
You're welcome.
Do you have any questions for me? If you can't think of anything, that's okay. Now's your time. Now's your chance.
What's something you would change?
About my life right now?
Yeah.
Oh, good question. Well, I just got my background check back for my job, so now I can work by myself, which is good, because I had to shadow, and that was ticking me off. What else would I change? It would be nice if we had peace and harmony. I'm just kidding. Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry. I don't really know if there's something specific that I would change. I wish that I had a little bit less homework. That would be nice.
Well, I mean, you're the one who decided to be a TA.
Yeah, but that's not homework. That is something extra on my plate. But I am a teacher's assistant, but can we talk about the power that I have?
Yeah, the power to grade.
Anything a professor can do, I can do. I can open assignments up for longer. I can make an assignment. I can make it due later. Let's say that there's a test that's remotely proctored. I can turn off the proctorial for 1 student or 2 students. I can give certain students more time.
Wow.
There's so much power that I have. I only do that when I need to because, you know, honor code and everything, but yeah.
Well, if I'm in your classes, you better.
I feel like you would be just fine.
I don't think so.
I think you would, yeah.
If I was in the classes you were in, I would not do great.
You don't think you would do good in a marriage family class? A class about marriage and a class about family. Learning about relationships.
Yeah, but then you have to write on it. You have to
Depends
discuss on it.
Depends on what class. Yeah.
On my engineering project, I got 1 point off, and it was because I had a spelling mistake. An engineering assignment.
What word did you spell wrong?
I don't know. It was under, like, spelling and grammatical mistakes, and I got 1 point off.
Oh.
So I got a 98 out of 100.
Could it not have been grammar?
It could have been grammar, but would that make it any better?
No. Guys, I really wish you could see her facial expression. She's just blinking at me. Imagine the cartoon where it's like blink, blink, blink. Because her just staring incredulously at you. And you're like, Yep. So there you go. Thank you, Becca, for letting me interview you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're as sarcastic as always.
I know I have a busy plate, and a lot of people wanted interviews with me, so
You're
lucky I came here.
Right. I appreciate you filling me in.
Yeah.
Your schedule. Your very busy schedule. Mm-hmm. Let's do the quote of the day first. Will you read it for us, Becca?
Okay, so I have a scripture that I was taught in the Institute. I don't know the word for it. It's Doctrine and Covenants 95:1, and it says, "Verily thus saith the Lord unto you, whom I love, and whom I love I also chasten, that their sins may be forgiven. For with the chastisement I prepare a way for their deliverance in all things out of temptation, and I have loved you." And basically this is just saying that sometimes when God chastises us or says the stuff to us that we don't like, it's because he loves us and he wants us to become better and come back to him. And if he didn't, then that would mean he really didn't love us that much, if he didn't want us to grow.
It's true. I love that and I agree with that. Thank you for sharing. The word of the day today is ingenuous. It's an adjective, and it says, of a person or action, innocent and unsuspecting. And I think that when Becca moved in, she was a very ingenuous roommate. She was innocent and trusting and honest, and
I'm not.
And now she's not.
Honest?
No, I'm just kidding. And innocent and unsuspecting.
Think I'm lying and
No.
untrustworthy?
I would just say you're less ingenuous than you used to be. Hey, ingenuous also means naive and simple and childlike and
You call me a child every day.
uncritical. I don't call you a child every day.
Okay, a lot.
Name one time.
You call me a little baby.
I say you're cute. I don't say you're a baby. There's a difference. Anyway, you're still an ingenuous roommate, which I love about you. But also, you're a little bit less ingenuous. Becca is an ingenuous roommate. And just to remind you, it's an adjective describing a person or an action, and it means innocent or unsuspecting. So there you go. Do you have any final thoughts, Becca?
No.
Very nice. This one says, is ingenuous a compliment? Someone who's ingenuous shows a childlike innocence, trust, and obedience. So there you go. You're just a little bit less, you know? You're just a little bit less trusting, a little bit less obedient, just a little bit more...
How am I less trusting?
I don't know. I'm just kidding. That's all a joke. She's a cutie, and I am very, very grateful for her in my life. Mm-hmm. That's the truth.
Of course she is.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening and listening to Becca.
We love you.
See, how can you not tell that she's adorable? Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to embrace imperfection, find meaning, satisfaction, and joy from the journey. I'm Kyra.
I'm Becca.
And this is Imperfectly Broken the Podcast.
I forgot everything.
Perfect. Oh, see you next time.